Hi everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles Realtor. Today I'm talking with the owner of Huntington Body Rejuvenation Centre, Miss Millie. And Millie and I worked together for a little while, a couple years ago, in finding her place. And her business is mind-blowingly amazing, and I'm so excited to share with you guys. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, take a moment to click the subscribe button and the bell for updates, and we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, my name is Millie Ng. I came from Hong Kong and I just moved over to Los Angeles 2 years ago. And initially I have my practice in Arcadia, and after that I moved to Beverly Hills, which is a community much better that I will be able to expand my business. And I'm very lucky that recently I've been able to get the FDA Class 2 510K registered for my medical device, the BRS MMH05, the biofeedback device. And I also got 2 US patents. One is reverse hearing loss, and the other is non-surgical correction of joint deformities, which is very useful in a way, especially the non-surgical correction of joint deformities. I can use it to correct the alignment of the joints and eliminate the pain that arises from this joint deformity. For example, be it the spinal deformity like in scoliosis or kyphosis. Or,
Scoliosis?
Yes.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can non-surgically correct it so that people doesn't need surgery, because surgery on the spine is dangerous. Yeah, it is a major surgery. So we can correct it without surgery, and then so patient can have it corrected and then do the maintenance exercise. And any pain that arising from the malalignment of the spinal column will be able to be eliminated, like in sciatica. So the pain that shoots down to the legs will be able to be eliminated without taking medication. And so there won't be any side effect, there won't be any downtime. The effect is instant, yeah.
I actually have to interject to ask you something. So I have scoliosis.
Oh.
I was diagnosed when I was in 6th grade going into 7th grade. And so at the time I had it's this S curve. So at the time the top was 27 and the bottom was 25. And then it ended at 15 and 12. And I've lived
so
that way.
A bit corrected.
Yeah, it's not perfectly straight, but it's better. And I've just lived that way, and I could get chiropractic care because there's just times that I'm, in pain, but my pain level is a 2 or a 3, all the time.
Oh,
and then there are times that it the extra stress or movement causes blockage or whatever. So correcting in scoliosis, is this age related? Do you have to do it when they're younger, or could someone that's older do it? And would that work?
But of course, it's better to do it the younger the better, so that you don't have to live with your scoliosis the rest of your life.
And it's also shortened me. I should have been a couple inches
taller.
Yes,
exactly.
So I could get some height at this point in my life? Wait, what? Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yes, we might be able to get 1 to 2 inches higher, but if you are a teenager, you would get much taller. Recently, I got a grandma who sent me a complimentary, she felt so gracious about having the grandson having my treatment. The grandson he had my treatment when he was 12 years old, and now it's 10 years later. And then he grew into a 6 feet 3 inches tall guy. And they are so grateful for that.
Yeah, I'd be grateful. I'm stuck at vertically challenged. A good 5'3", 5'5" would change my world. Wow. Okay. I just had to interject that. Tell us more, because I know you have other areas that your work helps in, and then I want to dive into what it is exactly that you do with the work. But
yeah, So other than this is idiopathic scoliosis that a lot of teenage, especially girls, would have it, and some boys also have it, but not as common as for girls. And so if, for example, they haven't been able to do any treatment when they were young, but even up to now for you,
right? Let's use me as an example. Yeah.
If you have it corrected, you would definitely gain some height. But the most important is the pain that related to the scoliosis will be able to be eliminated.
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is done through what, waves? Like what how does that
using the BRS microcurrent, which this current will be able to target the pathological cells and then rejuvenate right away. Okay. So actually I got this book that shows how, for example, here you can see this from this to this, and then from this to this in 10 days. Wow. Yeah. Oh, actually, the top picture is just 12 minutes because she has very mild scoliosis. But the bottom picture, this patient, doctor doesn't want to do surgery for her because the scoliosis is a bit quite severe. Yeah. But with my treatment, with 10 sessions, I can correct it. Yeah, not 100%, but majority of the scoliosis is straightened.
That is mind-blowingly amazing.
And the next page that I can correct, like the swan neck, and also like people having kyphosis will be able to correct it. Yeah. And this lady, she has very bad neck deformity that affect her walking. She can hardly walk, very painful, the whole body. And then after the correction, no more problem.
What causes that? Because I see that in some much older women that are in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah. So that's just poor posture, progressive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a chronic problem.
Wow.
Yeah. So and well, actually, this BRS biofeedback is very effective in many different ways. So people of different age will be able to benefit from it. For example, like this girl, she has very bad acne vulgaris, and then she's been trying to have a lot of different methods to treat it, medication, how to clean the face, but she doesn't get the correct advice, so she's been using a lot of makeup to cover up, which is not the right way to do it. So when she seek my help, I correct it in 10 sessions, having all the pus drain out. And eventually there is no scar. The face is all clear. Wow. Yeah, because a lot of these acne vulgaris, very bad acne, they had medication. They take medication, but after that they still left a lot of scars on the face, and they would need to do like something like microdermabrasion, which is not natural to the skin and make it very shiny, very thin. But with my treatment, there is no scar left, and it's all natural.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah. So
let's talk hair.
Okay. So I can use this BRS microcurrent biofeedback to treat hair growth. So even for guys are more difficult to treat than women, but still I have great success doing that. For example, I have treated a young guy, 29 years old, and get his hair to grow from this to this in 9 days.
What?
Yes, 9 days.
Wow. And, you have an agent in my office that's starting to have this problem. I have to send him to you.
Yeah. So this is a lady. She for women is very easy. Yeah. So this is just 10 days. Yeah. A lot of women they gain their hair back, but like for this gentleman, he's 50 something. So I can grow the hair from this to this in let me see, in 10 sessions. And this is an older patient. So he got his hair back in 30 sessions.
Wait, how are you not constantly booked out with all the people that are losing hair that need to grow their hair?
Yeah, because
we need to get the word out.
It would like it is a secret that people hasn't been able to know about this. So that's why that I came all the way to Los Angeles to try to promote this new technique. So this is actually, he is an older guy. He's 89 years old, but he would like to get his hair back. So you can see that before the treatment, he dyed all his hair black in color. Okay, this is before the treatment. And then on day 2, this is the second day of the treatment, there is a lot of short white hair sprout up. All this short white hair, they are new hair, okay, after the treatment, being stimulated by the BRS Biofeedback device to stimulate the hair follicle to grow hair again. So this is day 3, this is day 4, day 5, and day 7. So by day 7, there is more than 200 new hair grow up.
So no more comb overs. You actually can get your hair back.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal.
So once get the hair back, it's back. So, but I would like to add a little advice. This gentleman, after he received my 10 sessions treatment, because at that time I came all the way from London to Hong Kong to treat him. And then afterwards, I went back to London. So he felt that, I'm not, the therapist is not there with him. So maybe he should continue his hair growth treatment with his infrared cap and laser comb. And then a few weeks later, he sent me a message. Hey, you see, my hair gone back to like before the treatment, which is not very good. So I said, what have you done? So he said, because you're not here, I'm using the infrared cap and the laser comb. And so because I have all these before I came to see you. So I said, no, you gotta stop it. But he said, no, this is FDA approved. No, come on, stop it. Because like a lot of laser, they used to remove hair. So you shouldn't, you've been using that.
The laser comb is doing the opposite. Okay.
And then you've been using that before you came to see me, and the result is not very good. So if you do the same thing again and again and expect a different result, you're an idiot. So he listened to my advice, and then the hair grew back to normal again. Yeah.
This is so amazing. And then you even work on feet issues.
Yes.
In bones. Talk about that. That was, so when we were looking at property, we were talking and Millie was sharing some of her business and she had mentioned the bunion things. And I was like, wait, what? You can fix that? Like, I know, like my mother, some of her friends, like, wait, what? Share about that. Because that was the first thing that blew my mind. Everything today is like mind blowing, but that was the first one.
Okay. Now, so let's take a look at here. So this is before, this is right after the treatment, day 1. So actually, my procedure is a 10 continuous day treatment. So after 10 sessions, patient will be able to walk with non-bunion feet. So even as severe as this one, we can still correct it with the first session. So a lot of people would ask, if you can correct it in one session, then finish. No, this is just a static correction. I want a dynamic correction. I want the patient to be able to walk with the non-bunion feet. So that would take some time because most of the patients, they've been having the bunion for many years. So you don't expect with one session we'll be able to non-surgically correct it permanently. But And then a lot of people would ask, do you really can correct them permanently? Well, these we have to get the cooperation from the patient as well. The reason is I use the device to soften the soft tissue structure around the joint, and then I would stimulate the muscle to get the muscle memory. This is very important. So I would get the patient to learn how to use the muscle that they haven't been using for decades, to use it to correct the deformity by herself. So and then after that, once they learn it, it's like learning to ride a bike. Once you learn it, you get it, and then they have to practice and practice until it becomes their habit. Okay, so a lot of patients, they can do the exercise, but once they relax, it will go back to the bunion shape. So some patients might not be happy about it. But let me explain. It's just like when someone is having a big belly, all right? So you ask the patient, okay, contract your abdominal muscles, so you can have a
flatter,
reduce the big tummy, a much better look. But then once you relax, whoop, the big belly will come back. Okay, but if you get this person to train the abdominal muscle so strong that he got the six-pack, all right? So once they get the six-pack, you ask this person, come on, show me your big belly. He can't, because they are all six-packs, all right? So this is the same analogy that I would like my bunion patient to work the foot muscle so much so that it become a six-pack, like a six-pack, so strong that even when they relax, you cannot see the bunion anymore. Yeah, I got a patient who after my treatment, 1 month after, and then she went back to the doctor to take the x-ray of the bunion feet, and then it's in very good alignment, and no doctor can tell that this patient had bunion feet before.
That is so amazing. Like, my mind is blown. I just think you have so much to offer. We just have to get the word out there. So in the details below is contact information and just some of the highlights of the things that she does treat and can treat. But I highly recommend you schedule an appointment to come in, get an assessment on what your needs are, how she can help, what that looks like. Let's talk a little bit about pricing.
Okay. So my treatment, as I said, is a 10 sessions course, and the total cost for it is $5,250 US dollars. Okay. So and this is actually a worldwide price. So for example, in Hong Kong, this is 42,000 Hong Kong dollar. Wow. And then in UK, it is 4,200 pounds. Right. So they are average the same
no matter where.
Yeah. So
that means here in America, anyone doing 10 sessions for whatever the issue is, the bunions, the scoliosis, the hair, it would be $5,250.
And also reverse hearing loss. This is one of my patterns.
Too, yes.
So I've been treating a lot of patients that has either total hearing loss or partial hearing loss. So it is very dramatic. I can tell you that when during the treatment, the patient will be able to say, "Oh, I can hear," and then they haven't been here for years, and then they will be able to hear clearly. And let me explain a little bit. For people with total hearing loss, they would not be suddenly hear everything. Okay. It would be like, initially, they would feel like wire zapping. Okay, zip, 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 like that. Started to hear something like that. Okay. And then maybe 1 to 2 days later, they would start to hear in a conversation, a few words.
Okay.
Yeah. And then later on, they will be able to hear a complete sentence, but they won't be able to comprehend what it is talking about.
Okay.
And then the final stage would be they can hear a complete sentence and also understand the meaning of the conversation. So, and by that time, they are fully recovered. So it's like that. It's a reverse process. It's not like you cover the ear and then you remove the cover and then you hear everything. No, it's a gradual reverse process. The reason why I can treat it is the microcurrent is like a missile. It will be able to go into the inner ear to the hair cells of the inner ear, which is affected for people who have sensory neural hearing loss.
Okay.
And then by treating those hair cells, affected hair cells, this person will be able to hear what they can't hear before. So actually, right now, this is a very new technology because with the medical industry at this moment, they were not able to find any solution for people with hearing loss. What they can do is prescribe hearing aids.
Right.
Now, hearing aids, wearing a hearing aid, is only amplified those sound that you can hear, but those frequency that you can't hear, you still can't hear.
It.
Yeah.
Wow.
So with my treatment, we will be able to make this person to be able to hear frequencies that is affected before the treatment. Yeah.
That is so amazing. And it's kind of mind blowing.
Yeah, the most beneficial or life changing is treating small kids, because for small kids they can't hear, they would not be able to talk, so deaf and dumb.
Right. Yeah.
But after the treatment, they will be able to hear, and then they don't need to learn sign language. They can hear, they can talk. Yeah, which is really life changing. Yeah.
That is so amazing. I feel like, I know you mentioned you moved your practice from Arcadia to Beverly Hills to be more central, to get a little bit more exposure and to get the word out. And hopefully this video helps your business as well.
Yeah,
obviously
thank you
you're
so
going to be able to
much,
use it.
Corrie.
I'm going to use it,
I really
send it to
appreciate
all
it.
of my clients. But I just think it's phenomenal. And I think there's so many things that someone can do anything. I mean, we had talked a little bit off air that I had some hair loss because of a thyroid disease, and most of it has grown back, but I might want to do a treatment just to get my full head of hair back. Yes, I have a lot of hair, but I even had more. But just, I think it's amazing what you're able to do with this technology that you have, and I'm so excited about it. Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you also are able to help with? Is that it? I feel like there was maybe one more item.
Well, I would like to talk about two more issues.
Sure.
Yeah, which is recently I find success with it. I can treat a Parkinsonism patient that walk with a shuffling gait. This is a typical Parkinsonism gait. And then within 30 minutes of my treatment, I can make him walk like a young guy.
What?
Yeah, so this is by treating the brain, the affected area, the basal ganglia area, and also release all the tightness over the spine and the forelimbs. So this patient, he gave me a very good testimonial. He said that he felt like having 40 pounds removed from his body. So no more heaviness, because initially he has 50 pounds dragging him along, so he can't walk fast, and then he has to, and the body is so stiff. And after the treatment, he felt so much lightened up and can walk like a young guy.
That's amazing.
And the number two success that I recently have is I can make a multiple sclerosis patient, an MS patient, who has been housebound for 5 years, to walk like normal in 5 days.
Holy crap! I'm sorry. Holy moly! What?
Yes. So, this patient, actually, I this is the first time I treat this multiple sclerosis patient. He came to seek my treatment recommended by a friend. So when I assessed her, she is a early 40s lady, and she walked very unsteady, even with a cane.
Right.
And all the muscle that support the legs seems to be, very frail. And so I noticed her. So and I studied multiple sclerosis. What's the reason? So it's the nerve synapse that cannot go from the brain to the muscle. So I treat the whole spine and also all the individual muscles. So I use my anatomy knowledge to strengthen whatever muscle that I notice that is weak. And then in 5 days, I can see that she is walking so much better. So I said, hey, maybe you shouldn't take a taxi. After the treatment, maybe we just go walk to the park just opposite my building. And then she said, okay. So, and then she can walk. And then because at that time I live up on the hill, so we have to walk downhill to the train station, and for 20 minutes in normal speed, no problem. Okay. And it is for the first time in 5 years that she took a train, so she's so happy, with walking unaided. And then afterwards, I just remind her, you have to practice your walking. You have to use your muscle.
Right.
Use it or you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Okay? So practice. So up till now, that was 3 years ago, and then up till this moment, she's still walking independent and find a job and lead an independent life.
Life-changing. Absolutely
so
life-changing.
This is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, and the items that she discussed, and I'm going to, again, you look below, you bullet point out the services where her treatment is affected. And even if maybe you have something that you're like, hey, well, if she can do this, maybe she can do that, schedule an appointment, come in and see her. Because some of these things that you've come across that work, it was a little trial and error, right? It was, you were working on this, and then you tried this, and it worked. It's like amazing. Super excited about it. I'm so excited that you had moved here. When my mom comes here, Mom, we're going to schedule something.
So do check my website. It's www.bodyrejuvenationsystem.com.
Yeah.
And also check, I have 66 channels of YouTube. So it's youtube.com/centralphysio. CENTRALPHYSIO. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, phenomenal woman, phenomenal practice. I think things are going to catch fire over the next 5 years for you. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too.
See you guys next time.
Thank you for watching.